Never make fun of Mona Kimura, or this will happen. When clips of the Japanese kickboxer Mona Kimura started going viral in late 2024, the combat sports internet had a nickname ready for her. The real-life Chun-Li. Side kicks like a video game. A karate stance she barely broke out of. One leg permanently in the air. And right alongside the clips came the same question every time. Is this actually a fighter, or is this a cosplay act with good editing? People made fun of the gimmick. They said the side kick wouldn't work against actual professionals. They said the second she stepped in with a real champion, the whole bit would fall apart. Every time, Kimura answered with a finish or a 30-27 shutout. Let's get into it. Mona Kimura was born on April 12, 2001. She started karate at 4 years old and won 7 consecutive JKJ All Japan Junior Karate Championships before she was out of grade school. She picked up boxing in 4th grade, won the JBC Junior Featherweight Championship in 2019, and represented Japan at the 2022 IBA Women's World Boxing Championships in Istanbul. She lost her opening bout there in the round of 32 to Italy's Irma Testa. She also entered the 2022 All-Japan Women's Tournament that year and failed to win a match. 2 consecutive losses on the biggest stages of her amateur boxing career. By that point, plenty of people in Japanese combat sports were ready to write the whole project off. Instead, in April 2024, Kimura walked away from boxing entirely and joined K1 Jim Maguro Team Tiger to start training kickboxing from scratch. 7 months later, she made her professional debut. Less than 18 months after that, she was 4-0 in Crush, and K1 with the world still trying to figure out what to make of her. The doubters showed up first. Her debut came against Ai Ogiwara at Crush 167 on November 16, 2024, a 3-round 52-kilogram contest at Korakuen Hall in Tokyo. The skeptic case was easy. Kimura had only been kickboxing for 7 months. Her amateur boxing run had just ended in 2 losses at major tournaments. Ogiwara was the kind of name a debut fighter is supposed to be tested by, not the kind a debut fighter is supposed to walk through. Kimura answered in 1 round and 32 seconds, fighting southpaw in the side-on karate posture that fans would later mock as a Chun-Li cosplay. She set Ogiwara up with the side kick and dropped a left straight down the middle. The referee waved it off at 1 minute and 32 seconds in round 1. KO Pro debut. The "she failed at boxing, so she's running to kickboxing" narrative collapsed the second the punch landed. But the next argument was already loading on social media. By June 2025, Kimura's clips had hit something close to viral escape velocity. Even 50 Cent had jumped on it, sharing footage on social media. The real-life Chun-Li tag was everywhere, and the criticism evolved with the fame. The line now was, "She's a clip act. The sidekick is a gimmick." The first time she fights an actual veteran instead of a debut opponent, the whole thing gets exposed. Crush 177 on June 27, 2025, was set up to find out. Across from Kimura stood Satoko Ozawa, a veteran of the Japanese kickboxing circuit, the kind of opponent whose job is to show whether the new kid can fight at this level or not. The fight went into round 2 before the sidekick story turned. Kimura kept stabbing the front kick into Ozawa's body and head, kept stretching the range with her lead leg, and kept punishing every closing attempt with the left straight. The ringside doctor stopped the fight 1 minute into round 2. Second round TKO by doctor stoppage. 2 pro fights, 2 finishes, both inside the first 2.5 minutes of action. The Shield get exposed against a veteran version of the Doubt died on the same canvas as the first one. The biggest test was still ahead. That test came at K1 Genki 2026 on April 11, 2026, at Yoyogi National Stadium 2nd Gymnasium in Tokyo. K1 itself framed the night as the acid test. Combat sports analysts were openly asking the question across pre-fight coverage. Was Kimura a real fighter or a viral export? One outlet wrote that viral clips are cheap, relevance is expensive. K1 producer Genki Sudo was building 26 events around the new global strategy, and Kimura was the centerpiece. Across from her stood Yoonji Choi of South Korea, the reigning Max FC women's bantamweight champion out of Daegu's Fearless Gym, with 19 professional fights, MMA experience under Deep Jewels and Shudo, and every reason to believe she could walk through the karate gimmick. She couldn't. Kimura, in southpaw stance and her trademark side-on posture, raised her right leg in the opening seconds of round 1 and barely put it down for the next 9 minutes. Side kicks to the body, side kicks to the face, each one chained without lowering her foot, each one freezing Choi in place. Early in round 1, Kimura cracked a straight left through the middle and followed it with a head-height side kick that snapped Choi's head back and sent her tumbling to the canvas. K1 analyst Masato thought it should have been ruled a knockdown. The pattern held in round 2. Choi looped hooks. Kimura screened with the lead leg and answered with the left straight from a one-legged stance. By round 3, Choi's nose was bloodied and the fight was already over on the cards. All 3 judges scored it 30-27. Wide unanimous decision. K1 debut. 4-0 record, 2 stoppages. The viral clip act was now the woman who shut out a Korean bantamweight champion with MMA experience for 9 straight minutes in front of a global audience. The doubters showed up before each of those fights. The story before Ogiwara was that Kimura had failed at boxing and was switching because she couldn't cut it. The story before Ozawa was that she was a one-trick clip artist who hadn't seen a real veteran yet. The story before Choi was that the whole thing was viral hype with no substance. Each story died the same way. A right leg raised, a left straight down the middle, a doctor or a referee or 3 judges at 30-27 saying the same thing the cameras had already shown. The pattern is the gimmick. The pattern is the thing nobody has solved yet. As of May 2026, Kimura is 4-0 with 2 stoppages. The K1 women's flyweight division is on notice, and the people making fun of her keep ending up in the same place, on the wrong side of the cards. Drop a comment. Do you think anyone in the K1 women's flyweight division has the answer for the sidekick yet? Or is Kimura going to keep running through them? Hit like and subscribe for more breakdowns like this one. See you in the next fight.